Hello, good morning, and welcome to Catching Up with the Coalition. Amber is clearly not here, so I'm your host today. I'm Carissa, the Youth Development Person for the Coalition.
And I'm Meredith Starr. I am the Youth Prevention Coordinator with the Coalition.
Hi, I'm Susie Helm. I am the Communications Coordinator for the Coalition.
So I said good morning because we used to film this in the afternoon, and now we're morning filming, hence the array of coffee cups on the table. You'll be seeing this more frequently. Yes, Amber's on vacation, so we are taking over today, and we have lots of stuff happening this summer, which is really exciting. Before I pass it over to Susie and Meredith to talk about some stuff going on, I'm going to do a tiny little plug. I'm so sorry, I'm going to say this. Fall is coming. Sorry.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be sensitive to Susie, who really likes sunshine.
Keep your fall.
I
You
love
need at least another 2 months of summer.
Yeah, look, you can have your summer, but starting to prep for fall after-school programming. So keep a lookout on our socials, flyers around town for all of the youth programming that we offer in the fall. All right, Susie, what do we got going on?
Lots of stuff. So it is August, and well, it's almost August. It'll be August next week. And we have a lot of things that are happening next week. I won't talk about them in order. We'll talk about the big things that folk usually are looking for. Backpack for Success, which I'll share a graphic with the studio for this. Backpack for Success, which is the annual event where we give away backpacks to Northern Berkshire students. They can be homeschooled, but they just have to be going into grades K through 12. And for Florida and Savoy families, we pre-pack the backpacks. So when families register for that, they will tell us what color backpack they want, and we will pre-fill those backpacks, and they will just come to the Abbott School on August 13th between 5 and 6 to pick up their pre-packed backpacks. For families in Adams, Cheshire, Clarksburg, North Adams, and Williamstown, once you've registered, the event is on 8/15, which is a Thursday. It's from 1 to 3 at the Terra Nova space at 85 Main Street in North Adams. And that we encourage you to bring your children because they will get to choose their own backpack, and then they will fill the backpacks with their own supplies. It will be kind of organized by grades. There's usually free books and things. We have lots of collaborators from the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, the library that work with us to do these backpacks in the public schools. It's a great event, but you do have to pre-register for it. So you can register by calling our office, 413-663-7588. You can email Nancy Kennedy, NKENNEDY, at NBC Coalition, COALITION.org. Or we do have a QR code that hopefully we'll be able to throw up on the screen that you can scan, and you can register online. So that is a big thing. We have, I think, 300 backpacks that we're able to give away this year.
And I know that seems like a lot, but we register soon because we started registration on Monday for this, and the phone has not stopped ringing. So
yeah, I want to say we're close to halfway through the backpacks right now.
Yeah.
Registration deadline is August 2nd, so get on that ASAP. The other big thing happening in August is National Night Out, which Gabby Glazer, who is our
Community Connections Coordinator.
Community Connections Coordinator. I couldn't think of, we have so many community connections and coordinators. She is our Community Connections Coordinator. She has been working with first responders throughout the Northern Berkshires to help them organize their events, and they are really the headliners organizing these events. But there are 3 in North Berkshire that we know about, right? So there's Adams, which is going to be from 5 to 7 at the Adams Visitor Center. North Adams is going to be 5 to 7:30 in Knoll Field, and Williamstown will be 4 to 7 at the Spruces. And National Night Out is the first Tuesday of every August. So it is going to be August 6th this year. Come down. There are lots of games and activities. There's usually free food, free drinks, and it's a great way to get connected with your first responders and get to know them.
It's a great event for kids.
It's a great event for kids. Yeah, for everybody. It's lots of fun.
Yeah.
They get to explore the fire trucks and the police cruisers and see what those are all about.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know a little bit about first responders. You're married to
Just
one.
a little bit, yeah. And they really do enjoy when kids come up and want to check out all the equipment that they have. They'll let the kids try on their packs and all of their gear and stuff. So it's really fun. They really get a cool experience with that. So definitely come on down.
They sometimes they fill the big thing with what is that thing called?
It's the
I don't know. They blow up this
Big
really big
tank
thing with
water.
water, and the kids do like relay races with water buckets and try to fill up stuff, and they win prizes. It's a lot of fun. They have a really good time.
should have done that with summer programming.
Oh.
And you can usually watch the mayor cooking hot dogs and burgers, which is always cool.
Yeah. It's one of our favorite events, and obviously we'll be there. And I don't. No, we won't have Last year we did backpack signups there. We won't do that this year.
I think I think the registration, unless we still have some available, then usually we'll extend the registration. We'll find out. Come down and see us, and you'll find out if it's still going.
What else do we got?
Do you want to talk about the
Yeah.
downtown bike around and
And the bike
Sure.
collective things and all the things. I've heard the bike collective's been a smash
Poppin'.
success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, the coalition has the Bike Collective, which is a really neat program. It's housed at the Armory in the bottom level, the garage that's around back. And what the Bike Collective is it's just this really cool gathering of bike enthusiasts, people who like to ride their bikes around town or people who ride their bikes for work. And we have an entire, almost like a warehouse size room filled with bicycles that have been donated. Some of them are in need of repairs and others are ready to ride for the most part. So really what the purpose of this program is to help people get bicycles who need them for transportation. And if you'd like to come down and find a bike for yourself, you can come in, check out, see what we have. If your bike needs some work, you can volunteer with us and work on fixing up the bicycle yourself. And those hours that you put in to fixing up your bike can count towards earning this bicycle to take home. So instead of paying money to buy it, you can actually just volunteer a certain number of hours and you earn it. Now, if you don't have time to volunteer, but you'd like to just buy a bike, you can buy the bicycle from us as well. But most people enjoy just volunteering, and whether you volunteer at the Bike Collective, fixing up your own bicycle or someone else's bicycle, or you can volunteer at any of the other organizations and events around town, or just around us in general. And anything that you do for volunteering, make sure that you record it in a volunteer hour tracker, which we have sheets for that. And then once you earn the number of hours that you need to purchase that bike, you come on back and we'll make sure that your bike is all fixed up and that it's safe and ready to ride, and you can take the bike home. So it's been really great. We've had students coming now from Williams College, from the Roots Teen Center. We've had a lot of volunteers just from all around North Adams, and it's been a really cool get-together every Wednesday night. It's from 4 to 6 p.m. Come one, come all. You don't have to have any prior bike knowledge. We will teach you the skills that you need to fix up your bike and teach you all about bike maintenance. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got to chat a little bit with some Roots Teen Center folks, and they were saying that the teens absolutely love it, which is so cool. I mean, not only is it a practical skill, but also, like, I feel like there's something really rewarding in being able to, like, I put the brakes on this, like, I put the gears on this, like, I did all the hard work. So I know a lot of the Roots teens are really digging it, so I'm excited for them.
Yes, it's been so great to watch them as they've been learning these new skills. Like the other day, we had a teen there who, was fixing up a bike, beautiful bike, and he was so excited. And, he got to put a new tube on his back tire. He redid the chain on his bike and everything, and now he's able to ride it. And it was really cool just to watch him ride away and take home his new bike.
So I love it.
Yeah, it's also cool to have the independence of like knowing you can fix something for yourself. And you don't
Yeah.
need to reach out and get other people to help you. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
a nice, powerful moment for yourself.
Yeah, it's empowering for young people, especially, with programming having been so full this summer. Thankfully, we've been encouraging a lot of kids to take alternate ways to get to programming. So we do have kids that ride their bikes And, we've had kids be like, oh, I don't have a tire pump, or what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
gotta go down the bike collective. We can figure it out together. But, we've had a lot of kids riding to programming, which has been super cool.
And y'all have been doing it different this year. What have you guys been doing for youth programming this year?
So many things. So for youth programming this year,
summer.
all the time. We decided to take a slightly different approach where you've heard me talk about before that we went on trips to Jiminy Peak, we kind of went on adventures. I have brought the adventures to the table. We really tried to take an almost minimalist approach in terms of distance we have to go and kind of heightened how much we can do. It does mean making people very nervous. This past week, I took all the tables out of our conference room and just laid down a huge tarp. And I had a kid, this was my favorite, I had a kid walk in, and he just goes, it's like working with Miss Frizzle. He's like, I don't know what we're doing. And I was like, this is like the highest compliment I'll ever get in my career. But we did like this cool painting activity, and we've been doing a lot of like really creative activities. Had a water balloon fight, squirt gun fight, which if you ever have with teenagers, know that you'll always be public enemy number one.
Yeah.
The minute they were allowed, they were like, "Are you getting Carissa?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't expect this." This upcoming week, we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt around downtown North Adams, but the theme for the scavenger hunt is the 5 senses.
Ooh.
So they have to like find something that sounds loud, find something that smells good, and we're going to have them like take group pictures in front of everything.
Nice.
So we're really looking forward to that. We've been doing it competition style. So I have a team, the winning team, and then Brian has a team, that team. And, we're competing all summer. There'll be a winning team, and there'll be a winning staff person. So
How did the baking competition go?
So we use, shout out to the First Baptist Church in North Adams for letting us use their kitchen space, their beautiful kitchen space. We did a baking competition where I gave them the ingredients for chocolate chip cookies. I wrote down measurements, but didn't tell them what went to what. So there was this big poster that said like 1 cup, 1/4, 1 cup, 1/3.
Oh, no.
And they just got supplies. And it went shockingly well.
All right. There's some common sense in there that they're like, probably the 1 cup is the flour. Well,
That's
although I might have
honestly-
picked the sugar,
Yeah.
personally.
It was
Yeah.
really cool because, like, we had a lot of jokes about, like, oh, God, we're going to get the staff, like, food poisoning. But it was cool to watch them, like, work together. Like, one group put out all the flashcards with the measurements, and they were like, what makes the most sense? And someone was like, well, you're not going to put a cup of baking soda.
No.
You're only going to put less of that. So, like, they were really planning it out. And then the other team, someone was like, oh, I baked cookies with my grandmother 2 months ago. What did I do? What did I do? And was, like, trying to recall in her memory what she had done. And they, like, split it up into, like, okay, the other team made 2 different batches of cookies.
Hedging their bets, I love it. Like,
They were,
smart.
they weren't sure about one part of
Yeah.
Plan.
and it ended up, they did a great job for not having much, like, parameter, except please don't.
Who was the judge? Like, who judged whose cookies were the best?
So we have been asking MBCC staff to help judge things. So Nancy, our Family Resource Center,
And Baker.
and Baker went to the King Arthur Flower School of Baking. I love saying that about her. She judged our cookies, and my team won.
Oh.
Because my team was the one that did math first. I was like, math. They're doing math. They were the ones that like laid out the cards.
Yeah.
And I watched them separate the cards, and someone was like, okay, we should put the materials next to the cards so we remember what we're doing.
Yeah.
So they had like
Smart.
a methodical little setup line, and then they had one person greasing the pans, one person mixing, and then one person like. It was really cool. And I was like, I didn't know how it was going to go. It was my first time trying this kind of activity, and they were so fun. Honestly, I'm glad because they've been having a lot of fun all summer, and that was kind of my goal, was to bring back some play because our young people need to play again. So, and then our last competition will be a field day. The day of National Night Out will be at Knollfield.
Nice.
Perfect.
What they don't know that I know is that me and Brian will be playing.
Nice.
Oh.
So I'm going to try to outrun Brian.
Oh my god.
Relay race.
Cool off in the splash pad afterwards.
Yeah. And then using the big tarp, gonna make a giant slip and slide for celebrating.
Nice.
So it's gonna be fun. If you hear about coalition staff running around, no feel it's just me and my supervisor.
Please, no injuries.
Yeah. Well, at least there'll be first responders there in the evening. To really help
Yeah.
them. You can just lay on the grass until they get there.
I know.
The ambulance just drives around you.
You can be like the experimental person, like in the ambulance for the kids to come and like check out and watch it.
Guys, drag her in.
Check Carissa's blood pressure. Splint her leg.
Put her on the stretcher. Let's load her up.
Oh, I feel like that might cause more injury than I needed
It's a
to.
great plan. I'm really excited about it.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention, going back to the Bike Collective, next Friday is our downtown bike around. It's gonna happen after the first Friday festivities going on. The downtown bike around, it starts at 7:30, and just meet up at the corner of Eagle and Main Street. But this is a family-friendly bike around, so if you and your kids enjoy riding bikes together, come on down. We're gonna go on a nice route. We also have a bike rodeo that's gonna be taking place during First Friday. So if your kids want to brush up on some bike riding skills, that would be the place to do it.
Yeah, I think that starts at 6 o'clock and goes from 6 to 7:30. It's in collaboration with Mass Bike. They will have lots of cool obstacles set up on Eagle Street, which will be closed to other traffic. So it's a safe, fun place for your kids to get some practice in on their biking skills. It should be cool, really cool.
Two other things I want to make sure I mention is August 9th, NBCC is hosting a coffee morning.
Yep.
So if you're not familiar, on Eagle Street, every Friday, an organization has been offering and kind of handing out free coffee and a chance to engage with the organization. So if you want to come say hi to us, it is very early, but we're worth it. Friday, August 9th, and I think we're there
7:30 to 9. It's at the Eagle Street Parklet, so it's part of the Amazing Initiative. And yeah, every week during the summer they have, and early fall, there's somebody every week. And then in the winter, it moves to a monthly program where it's once a month indoors. Yeah.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll probably have some cool swag there. An opportunity to tell us your thoughts because
Dun, 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 dun.
dun, 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 in August, NBCC will be once again doing our call-in show. It is one of my favorite festivals to organize. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last year we did a trivia show, we had a performance, we had a magic act.
I won the trivia.
Susie won trivia.
I did get the top banana statue that I will be bringing back and taking home again. So.
Oh, okay.
A lot of smack talking at this table. So Susie will be back to reign her championship. Hopefully we're going to have some fun performances along the way. But the purpose of our call-in show is to do that, to call us, to call in the studio. We'll likely be on Facebook as well. But really what we want to know is, what are you seeing in the community right now? September is our needs assessment forum.
I think it's the 13th,
13th, yeah.
September 13th. Yeah. 10 to noon.
And those are really, really important. If you have a thought about what we could be, addressing in the community, are you noticing a lot of trash? Are you thinking about pollution? Are you thinking about the stairs? I don't know, whatever you're thinking about, and that's relevant to the community. We would love to hear your thoughts. So the call-in show is your perfect opportunity to tell us that. Like, what's on your mind? What are you noticing?
What needs fixing?
Or what's going well? Like, are you noticing we've had an influx of really great events in downtown and you really want to highlight it? Okay, well, let's talk about commerce. So I'm really looking forward to it. Our forums are one of the core parts of our organization and what we do. And we can't do that stuff without y'all, or we would just be sitting at a table going, yeah, okay, sure. It's your community, so take stakes in it. And kind of throw something into the hat. Even if you're not sure if it's like a worthwhile idea, it doesn't have to be big. It can just be, I'm noticing we don't have trash cans on Main Street. Perfect. That's great, right?
South side of Main Street.
South side of Main Street doesn't have a lot of trash cans. or there are not as many recycling opportunities, right? So anything like that that comes to your mind, you can call us for the call-in show. Also at that coffee day, if you got some ideas, come by and chat with us. If I could be there at 7:30.
And it's free coffee.
And treats.
And
It's not
treats.
just, it's also usually donuts or muffins.
Yeah.
It's delicious. And we give away cool things like glitter stickers.
Ooh.
Right? Thank you.
Who says no to glitter stickers? If you do, you're out of your mind.
Always a big hit with the kids, too. Yeah, so the call-in show is August 22nd, which is a Thursday, I believe.
Yep.
And it is 6 to 8 p.m. And you will be calling not our office, you'll be calling here, which is 413-664-4408.
Yeah, and you can call to whoever's here. Me, probably. Amber, probably. Whatever other coalition staff, maybe for your
It'll be a
friends.
surprise. Tune in to find out who's going to be here.
Yeah, you have to watch.
Yes.
All right. Do we have any other last announcements?
Will we have, we've been doing family movies once a month this summer in Knollfield. And this month we're going to be doing it on August 10th. It's a Saturday. The film starts at dusk, which is approximately 8:30. I think last July it was like closer to 9, but it's just once it's dark enough for you to see the screen, the movie will start playing. And this month the choices are going to be, and we have a poll online on Facebook on the event page. The choices are Lilo and Stitch, Ice Age, and Toy Story. So if you have stake in this and you want to come with your family, go online to our Facebook page, look for the Family Movies Under the Stars event on our Facebook page, and you can vote on that poll. We usually close the poll the beginning of the week of that week. So vote soon. It's in 2 weeks.
Snacks are provided, but we highly recommend that you bring your own blanket or chairs to come sit down on the grass. But it's a fun time. I enjoyed it last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Inside Out, so it was nice. I love that movie.
It is a good one.
Speaking of our Facebook, Susie,
Yes.
what are other ways? We've said a lot of stuff. How can people know what's going on?
Sure. So there's a lot of ways you can find out what's going on. You can call us, 413-663-7588, and someone on the phone will help you out or will send you to somebody else in the office that can help you out and get the information you need. You can email us. We have a general email at info@nbccoalition.org. That's always a good way to reach us. We are on both Facebook and Instagram. And the other way is we do have a physical newsletter that goes out once a month. And if you're interested in getting it physically mailed to you, if you give us a call, 413-663-7588, give us your address and we will start mailing you a physical copy of the monthly newsletter. It has information about what happened over the past month, but it also has a calendar of the events that we're bringing up for the coming month.
Put together with a lot of love.
Kind of looks like this.
Yep. All sorts of
Nicely
exciting
done
stuff.
by Susie.
And there's
It's
also
a team effort.
there's also often articles about what's going on. So if you want like a deeper look into like just what we're doing and, you know, highlights of programming things, this is a great way to just know what's really going on.
Yeah, that might be a good thing to talk about before we kind of tune out.
Yeah.
Gabby, who also helps facilitate the Community Outreach Volunteer Training Program, which is a 6-month-long program that community members can sign up for. It's absolutely free. The big commitment is that you are committing every Monday, correct? Every Monday from about 5:30 to 8 p.m. to come take this training. Every week there are different social service agencies in the community that come and talk about what they do and how they can help residents in the community. So you learn all this information, and then once you're done with the 6-month program, you graduate and you're a community outreach volunteer officially.
So cool.
One of the previous year's COV graduates, which was Hillary Sweeney, who I believe does a show here because she's also a circus.
She performed
performer.
for us. She
Yeah.
did an aerial act last year for the call-in show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a COV graduate. Yeah, she's a COV graduate, and she wanted to start this program that she's collaborating with the Coalition for, and it's called the Community Catalyst Program. I believe the details are you'd be signing up for Thursdays, September 5th through October 3rd, so it's about a month long, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And it's a planning to, if you have a proposal of something you want to get started in the community, you come to these this weekly program, you start really fleshing out the ideas and how it would actually work logistically. And by the end of the workshop, participants will prepare and submit a project proposal, and one proposal will be selected to receive funding for a whole year. The only caveat on this is that they will not be selecting any human service projects. I think that's pretty well covered in the Berkshires with all of our nonprofits. So it's something else that you haven't seen happening in the community that you want to see available to the residents. If you have a great idea, sign up for this, and you'll work on your proposal over that month and then submit it, and someone will receive funding for a year to do their proposal for the community, which is really exciting.
Such a cool idea.
And if you want more information on that, again, please call our office and we'll help you out.
Yeah, if you saw her perform last year, she's incredible. Also just a great human to talk to. All right.
That's also the theme. I mean, I know we're not talking about fall really, but
Yeah.
that is the theme of this year's Fall Foliage Parade is circus. So
Oh, fun.
if you build
Okay.
floats
Coming in,
like I do,
Yeah, coming in on my A game, float building this year. We built a float last year.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
yeah, they turned Jesse's Jeep into a pirate ship for Peter Pan.
Just don't look at Susie's float building because it starts to make you feel really inadequate.
We have lots of help. My husband's a contractor, so like,
No,
and we're really creative.
not really. As we're wrapping up, let's do some final thoughts. Meredith, what are your final thoughts for the summer? Getting involved, all the things.
Well, summer is not quite over. We still got a few months, but there's going to be a lot going on for the remainder of the summer as we go into the school year. I just want to reemphasize, calling in for the backpacks, Backpack for Success. Call us soon before we run out. You really want to get these backpacks. They're really cool. We've got a lot of fun items. And yeah, I'm just really excited for the fall as well. Get these after-school programs started again. We'll have our Youth Health Collaborative, which I'll be working on pretty soon with Brian and with Gabby, and just getting started for the school year, I guess.
Cool. Susie, final thoughts.
Sure. I would say enjoy the rest of summer. It's my favorite. We do have in our newsletter a list of other summer events that are going on that we don't host, but are going on within the Northern Berkshires. It includes free outdoor movies at the Clark and with Images, and in Adams also free weekly music up at the lake and at the visitor center or the Commons this year. But get out, enjoy summer while it lasts.
Oh, and I think this weekend is the Eagle Street
Beach party.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely go to that.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We did it.
I wish I could go to the beach.